Okay, all right. So, as we have talked about, art is very important. Art is significant in our culture. And also, tourism, it does help in creating the awareness, the global awareness about art, of a culture. However, tourism does harm, significant harm to these articles as well. So I will list out, as Theo has mentioned, we have a few suggestions. However, we didn't go into detail. Now we'll go into detail as to a few ways that we can minimize the impact of tourism on these historical sites. Firstly is the visitor management. An issue that we face a lot is overcrowding. A huge number of overflowing tourists coming into a place can cause significant damage and even irreversible ones. So we have to limit the number of visitors once for per visit. So, or we can also implement another approach, which is timed entry ticket. So each visitor will have a timed or a limit for the visitation time. For example, only 30 minutes per visit. Okay, so these will help to tackle the issue of overcrowding and will help to minimize the amount of tourists in a place. Now, number two is very important as well, education and awareness. To really touch a person, we have to activate their sympathy. We have to educate these visitors who are interested in our cultures about the significance that these items hold in our society. So it will help to raise their awareness and also their level of responsibility in regards of any of their activity to these items and to these valuable historical places. Number three is conservation efforts. This will be mostly on the governmental part. So we will have to allocate resources, for example, habit restoration or erosion control and archaeological site protection. This will help to ensure the integrity of the site throughout time and throughout tourism as well. Number four is community involvement. Another aspect that we haven't mentioned yet is the societal impact. Well, who are going to be the direct recipients of these damage? The people. Tourism is being commercialized on a large scale, and this is threatening the livelihood of many people, many local people. So we have to involve the community, the local people, in planning tourism. And number five is, it's like the most basic thing we have to implement is regulation. We have to enforce stricter laws, and we also have to implement penalties so that it could deter the activities of vandalism, for example. And this will help to conserve our culture and our historical heritages. And now Thom will give us a little peek into the implementation of AI or technology in our cultural preservation. Thank you for listening.